Hey, folks, this is Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip hop. On the line from the New York City, we got none other than my man, the doctor, with the spelled out Doctor, Dre, Dre. What's up with you, Doc? Hot Dr. Dre. Oh yeah, y'all still baking out there? Okay, all right. What's up with you, Doc? How they treat you? Man. Talk to me. What you got? What you got from the hip hop community? Man, that was. I think it was. That wasn't a toss. That was a fuck you. Bang. That was look like a little bit of anger in that one, Doc. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I saw homegirl at the hospital. She about to get a check. I'm trying to figure out why do you throw the mic? Why do you throw the mic at somebody in the audience if the sound man is not doing his job correct? No, no. Okay, right. Look, uh, all three excuses you just gave, they got three answers. How much we gonna settle for? How much we gonna settle for? How much we gonna settle for? That's all that matters. Okay, you hit me upside the head. Fuck if I was in the wrong place. Who throws mics in the audience to anybody? Okay. Second of all, if your mic is not sounding right, the last thing you want to do is piss off the sound. That I've seen dudes. Or what I understand that. I understand that. But you don't know what happened in sound check. You don't know what they might have been playing games. One thing I do know about sound people, they can be very vindictive. People go to sound check talking shit the whole time. Okay. Oh, hold on. I think Dusty calling me. Must be something wrong. Uh, yo, Dusty, can't hear Dre? Okay, I just got it straight. All right, get it. All right, peace. All right, Dre, they hear you now. Anyway, Doc. Yeah. When you go to sound check, people go to sound check, and sometimes they be tired, or somebody else go to sound check, and sometimes the sound man get embarrassed, get pissed off, and they will fuck with your shit on purpose. Because bottom line is, it's a lot going between you and him that he can blame that on. It ain't got to be his personal problem or his personal actions that caused the problem. But he can play with it, make it, it could be a technical difficulty. Nonetheless, your shit sounds like shit. Sometimes, depending on who you playing with, sometimes if your shit is tougher than the headliners will ask them to fuck with your sound. Not only your mic, your sound in general. So you won't sound as good. If you don't sound as good, especially in the monitors, you can't really feel what's going on because you can't hear nothing else. I mean, you hear it, but you don't really feel it. The monitors is your link to the crowd. So a lot of things could have went wrong, but throwing the mic into the audience and the damage he did to homegirl's forehead. Shit. My next question is how much we gonna settle for? Okay, Dre, you there? Oh shit. Hey, I'm back, Dre. I'm sorry, I'm pushing buttons. I'm tired, man. I've been doing the gig all day long. There you go, Dre. The bottom line is, yeah, I was giving my opinion that no matter what happens, the only thing that matters is how much we gonna settle for. Her lawyer gonna want his 35-40%, and goddamn it, it's gonna be a fat ass number because you got it, Doc. You can't cry broke no more. No, not on tour. So give me a check. That just what
the name of the show is gonna be called Powerless.
Yeah, right. Okay, Miss B, what's up, baby?
Hello, legends. How's it going?
We doing fantastic, baby. Good to see you. Good. How have you been doing lately?
Hey, chat. Hey,
Chat
Dr.
room.
Dre.
Yeah.
Good. They there?
Oh, everybody here. Chat room here. I see Dusty in the house. Marlon in the house. All the fellas are here.
Dusty in the house. Let me go hop in the chat too. I'm hopping in the chat too.
All right, do your thing. I think Dre hung up on me. Shit.
What did I do to Dre? Let me see.
I don't know.
Scandal. What did Bernadette do to Dr. Dre?
See, what did Bernadette do to Dr. Dre? Film at 11. Okay.
Not on speaking terms. We had to, so that he left the show.
Yeah, we might have had a connect issue. No problem. Dre?
Hello?
There you go, Doc. You dropped off on me.
Dr. Dre, I'm sorry. What did I do? Or what
I
did you
dropped
do?
off.
You dropped off. I had to call you back.
I thought it was me.
You kept clicking out. Hold on, Queen, because I cannot understand what he's saying if you're talking to.
Okay.
Anyway, what did you say, Mr. Zoe?
All I said was the boyfriend write a check. Nice one too.
That's what I said.
It's gonna be a
the
nice
new
one.
name of the show going to be called Powerless.
Nah, she ain't gonna be that bad, but it's gonna put a. It's gonna be a couple of car notes, okay? And his car notes is high in the motherfucker. So if he got car notes, shit, I'm tripping. Anyway, folks, you're live with Lonzo, Dr. Dre, and our special guest from the red clay city of country of the world, Miss B. What's up, Miss B?
Hey, look, one of our old friends, Gabe Cannon, won. What's it? It's a show called Star Quality or something like that. I might have it wrong. Where you have to guess who the star relative is.
Okay.
We spoke to Gabriel Cannon, and the thing is, he made it to the $10,000 prize. He beat out Donny Osborne's son. He looked just like him. Nick.
That one is Donny Osmond.
Yeah.
Donny Osmond. Okay,
Yeah,
you said Osborne. I'm thinking Jeffrey Osborne had a son named Donny. Anyway.
No. But anyway, since I guess the advantage was since they looked nothing alike, they couldn't guess who Gabriel Cannon's brother was.
Nick.
And and they could not. No, he won.
It wasn't Nick.
Yes, he beat out. I'm gonna get the comedian's name. I forgot. There's a comedian. His daughter. She looks so much like him. What was the name? I'm gonna get it. Black comedian.
Okay, that narrows it down to about 500 people. But go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, go ahead.
So, could you tell us who the person was, please?
Who?
Look it up.
Miss
I
Berg.
will.
Oh, she in the back seat of the car. She got the back seat internet going today.
I really come on.
It's bad.
Is it that
I'll
hot?
switch over.
Hot?
She must got the sugar daddy coming out later on. She in the back seat of the car. Lord have mercy. It's too hot to be in the house.
That means she's being driven. Ooh.
She ain't moving. In the background, unless she in Hollywood doing a Hollywood move, she ain't moving.
But you just killed my joke. I said she's being driven. People get out there.
It wasn't.
Anyway.
Trust me, I killed it for a reason.
Oh, so you must be.
I killed it for a reason. It was already on life support. Goddamn it.
All right, you must think you powerful.
It wasn't even. It was already on life support, Doc. I had to gonna pull the plug one out. Anyway, you figure out who it is, Miss B?
Not yet. I'm looking at Chris. That's the Osborne son. He looks just like his dad.
Okay.
Let's see.
Chris
Let's see.
Osborne. Oh yeah,
And,
that's
and
Chris
he
Osborne.
Uncle Gabe said he's able to name all 12 of those kids his brother has.
Who? Cannon?
Yeah, he can name them all.
He
He's
got
a
him on his
good
phone.
uncle.
Fuck that. He got him on his phone. He ain't named all 12 apostles, not long 12 kids, somebody else. It's hard to name all 12 of the apostles. Okay. Anyway, folks,
All right.
we are live. Miss Bernadette is in Mississippi. Dr. Dre is in New York, and yours truly is sitting here in the studio, air conditioned in Los
Lucky,
Angeles. Luxury of air
lucky,
conditioning.
lucky, lucky.
I'm
And this
blessed.
is Legendary Connects. Let me
Yes.
ask you something, Granzo. Did you have a chance to go take some time and spend time with the one and only Beyonce in
Nope.
Los Angeles while
Nope.
she performed
Nope. Not
during her
interested.
birthday?
Not
Her
interested.
birthday thing where she
Not
said she
interested.
wanted
Not
people to dress in chrome and all that stuff?
not interested. I did not go to the 10-man show. Nope, didn't do that.
Because I
All
want
right.
to ask you a question.
Tin Man, who's
Go
Tin
ahead, go
Man?
ahead.
Wizard of Oz, Silver. Come on, girl. You did these.
I was researching.
Okay.
You
By the way,
research.
I'm a grant researcher. I research.
I didn't do the 10-man show.
Here's the thing. Why do people say, "Oh, come dressed in this, come dressed in that"? Beyonce, you are a multi extremely wealthy woman. You can dress and have people do whatever you need. But then people run out to stores because I heard reports. People run to stores trying to buy a chrome dress or silver dress to go to the concert. I said, didn't you just spend like $300 on tickets? Now you're gonna spend what, $400 or $500 on a silver dress? And at the end of the night, when it's all said and done, and you go home sweaty, you were like, I saw Beyonce and it was great.
And Beyonce don't know what you were, no matter what it was. She don't know. She don't really care. But hey man, that's people. Today, man, this is a different world out here, man. People, these celebrities got a lot of control over people, man. You get, like you said, you got people dropping 500 on the nosebleeds, 1,500 anywhere on, and 1,500, 2,005, whatever the case may be, plus parking $100 and some dollars. Come on, man. Okay.
Look, let's first congratulate her on what I heard was a spectacular show. People went there. When you know you got a good show where people could sing every one of your songs word for word for word for word. Congratulations, 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 Beyonce and her incredible team.
Congratulations, Beyonce.
And
Okay,
how
I
did they
found
go?
out who the comedian was.
Girl, hurry up. What is it?
JV Smooth's daughter, Monet.
Okay.
And so she looks just like her daddy. But because she's a girl, you're like,
That's fucked
I know
up.
that face. I know that face.
That's
from
fucked
somewhere.
up. That's an ugly child. She's not a girl. She can't be a good looking.
Wow, you killing JB?
Anyway,
That's a friend of
and
mine.
then, like I
That's
said,
a
Daddy
tough.
Osmonds.
He is not. He is
I
not.
keep talking because
He is not
I heard what
heart
you
swoon
said, but I
material.
hope the audience didn't hear what you said. Like,
I don't give a damn. Good.
But she
I don't give a
looks
damn.
like
Is
her.
that the
Maybe
same?
her face it carries better on a woman. Maybe.
Okay.
You didn't pull me in. I shouldn't have said
This
that.
is
She's
fresh.
cute.
Okay.
Is this the show where Tom Hanks' niece was on there and she went off and they said she was Tom Hanks' niece for the first second they showed her? So
Probably so, Dre. Yeah. Yes.
Timex.
That's the thing.
That's it. Yeah. Claim to fame.
Timex? Who Timex who?
No, Tom Hanks.
Oh, Tom Hanks. Okay.
Oscar winning award. It was his niece, not his daughter.
Okay.
Wasn't it like his niece?
Probably so. Let me see.
Oh, they look like. What they looking like? None of my nieces look like me. Shit. Most of my grandkids look like me. My nieces don't look like me. None of my people look like me.
Oh.
So we need to do a show and get one of your grands on there and see if they can pick you out.
Yeah. Okay.
She
All right,
was.
so-
That's the show, Dre. Yeah, Tom Hanks' daughter.
I couldn't do that with any
I
of
mean,
my
niece.
a certain relative. Yeah,
You
it
know,
was a
Tom
niece.
Hanks got a white son and a black son. You know that, right?
Oh
But
no.
they're
He
not.
was
They're
a white
both
son and a
white.
black son.
There's one that has flavor, and one that does not. That looks just like him. It's weird. And then the one that has flavor, he's tried to rap and things like that, and he has a black biracial child and everything. I think it's Chet. And let me see.
Okay. Let's talk about something else. I don't give a shit about none of this right here. None of this don't mean shit to me. None of this don't mean shit to me. What else we got?
Talk about the little shit.
I don't care about none of these people right here. Oh, I know most of my chat room don't give a damn about Tom Hanks and his half like no. What else we got? All this shit going to hip hop. Somebody
a quarter black. He got a black grandchild now. We don't care.
Okay.
Let's go talk about
all right.
Queen. That's it.
We got something else. We need some other shit, but that ain't working for me. I don't care.
So go ahead, Granzo. Your turn.
I heard one of the YSL folks got convicted of murder.
Oh, really?
Yes, one of the YSL folks got locked in. He got locked in for the freshness on the murder beef. Okay.
Is that the one with the conspiracy theory in Georgia?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I thought on my feed I haven't had a chance to do the details, but one of them got convicted. And I forgot the guy's name, but they showed his picture. He was convicted. And if you don't get this goddamn Tom Hanks shit off this goddamn screen, I'm gonna cut your ass. I'm gonna take you off the goddamn stream. I'm gonna de-stream you.
No. I've never done
We don't care about Tom Hanks and his mismatched ass sons, okay? I don't give a damn.
You saw him? Oh, okay.
No. Mixed Max ass sons. No.
Okay. McConnell. Let's talk about McConnell.
Who?
Moving on.
Who? Buffer man.
That's
him.
Mr. Buffer.
You froze.
This dude is buffering like a bad TV connection. Okay, a bad internet connection, huh?
They keep giving me excuse after excuse. Oh no, that's because he fell down, and he had.
LTK, I love it. Freeze frame.
Are you there?
Exactly. My boy in the chat room called him freeze frame. Freeze frame McConnell.
That's a good one.
That's a damn good one. I like that. But he sit there looking like he just spaced out. I ain't never seen a human being do nothing like that before in my life. That wasn't high.
You hear it on the radio. It's weird. It's so awkward to hear all that busyness going on. Then all of a sudden, it gets quiet, and they're like, everybody's concerned. It's funny.
The funny part about it is his team is sitting there trying to ask him the questions, and he's still just staring and looking. They're like, wait a minute, we got to get him out of here. And he's like,
when I see him doing what he does, I've seen Cardi B freeze up. I've seen Cardi B and somebody else, about 3 or 4 different celebrities have just went into zap out mode, just like somebody, like you say, freeze frame. And according to the internet, they have to clap or something 3 times to bring him out of it. And sure enough, I see them do it. Now this could be some bullshit, but it just seemed like it was very well coordinated. In order for him to come out, he had to clap 3 times. And as soon as the lady said, I got she's good, she snapped out of it. And then the same thing with somebody else did that shit. They clapped 3 times, and all of a sudden they came out of the shit. Yeah.
I heard they're having either a pre-stroke or they're in the middle of a stroke or TI or TA, what they call it. And but the thing is, these people have huge seats of power in this country. How does this work?
They're bought and paid for. They can't afford to let them re-indoctrinate somebody else at this point in time. They are bought and paid for. They have an agenda, and they cannot move. They cannot afford to reprogram somebody else. But Mitch McConnell been in power for decades. He's been in about 40 years.
Since the 80s.
Since the 80s. Man. Okay.
Time.
And this is a damn shame that they should have term limits like everybody else. I don't understand why senators and congressmen don't have term limits, but president, vice president have term limits. Okay, so if you got senators and congressmen that can stay in there forever, as long as somebody keep voting for them, and the Supreme Court got the same thing, the president is damn near is that the president and the vice president is just something to do.
Well, guess what? If this country reelects Donald Trump, that term limit thing for the president is going to end too. That's the scary part. That's the truth.
He would have to.
He has to do crap.
In term limits.
All he's got to keep doing is doing what the Republicans are doing now, where they're making people actually believe Joe Biden's too old, Joe Biden is this, Joe Biden is that. No one is counting what the man has done. And Joe Biden, it's now time to stop being silent Joe, and start telling people what you know and lay it out there. I know you're waiting to talk next year for the campaign. You got to start talking now, because your son's case is overshadowing your case. And your son has nothing to do with running this country. Nothing. He's not an elected official. He's only your son. It's it. It's just anyway. I don't know how they're still letting Mitch McConnell. But it's the same thing for Dianne Feinstein from San Francisco. She's in a wheelchair knocking people over, not knowing what she's voting on.
That's because
Time.
these people have there's other situations that have vested interest in these people staying in power, so they can do their bidding. Come on, man, that's real simple.
It's got to be time. It's got to be time. Okay. Where can we go? So, what else is on the hip hop agenda? And we're not talking about Tom Hanks' son.
All right,
Hey,
let's talk about Sugar Hill Gang.
Wait, damn it. Wait, hold on, calm down.
I got that picture. You want me to show that?
Calm down. My people already know, but those who don't know, it is now official. We have an easy street coming to Compton, folks. It was done by
Congratulations.
It was created by yours truly and the Compton Entertainment Chamber of Commerce. Thanks to City Council and the Mayor of Compton for supporting the efforts. And next stop, big party, baby.
Well, I hope there's also another party,
Congratulations.
someone that I know, who put that world-class record group thing together. But we'll see. We shall see.
I got a call yesterday. I got a check yesterday from a friend of mine of Sacramento. She said she was trying to get the same thing done for me in Sacramento. Don't know how possible it is, but I'm gonna see.
Thank you, friend.
Well, like I said, if Easy's getting one, you definitely deserve it.
Okay.
You definitely deserve it. So that's what's hot in the news in hip hop today.
That's what's out in the news. The Godfather of West Coast Pop making things happen. Easy Street coming to Compton.
Coming
Is
to
that
Compton.
correct, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Very much so.
There we go.
Congratulations. Okay, what else we got going
on? Shit, man.
I said, I think the Sugar Hill Gang.
Go ahead.
Got inducted into the Music Walk of Fame in London.
Okay.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Next, in London, we've talked about this before. Overseas, how these things happen. So they got it recognized in London before over here in Cleveland, Ohio. All right, I know you got something to say.
Also,
no, you said it all. You can't. If it's done, it's done. It's a good thing. Because I've been not criticizing. People have said that people are hearing a lot of things that I'm doing and saying, and people are trying to be sneaky and do it under the thing to try to cut the conversation off. And I said it's just not correct in any way you look at it. There's certain artists that should be involved in just the way they put other people in. And for us, especially in the hip hop culture world, in the hip hop music world, and I mean it's all the same world. We got to unite and say, look, this person's important, that person's important. This is relevant, whether you think so or not. I mean, it comes to you see it over and over and over and over again. And just like we lost Jimmy Buffett, who was the king of laid back music in Florida, with the Margarita Bill and all that stuff. He was an amazing musician, an amazing man. We have other artists just like that in hip hop, who they didn't all, some stood out, some didn't stand out, but they made a lot of great music. A lot of people liked what they did. Just give them their due. That's all I'm saying. Give Tone Loc his due. Give Young MC his due. Give these people their due. Why hold back on that? I do not understand that. But we're going to learn about that very shortly, I guess.
Hey, Dre.
Yes, sir.
Dusty wants to know, he would love to hear your input on Adam 22 smoking out with a 15-year-old black kid. On his show a week or so ago, He had a 15-year-old kid in the studio, and he was smoking blunts with him, smoking weed, whatever the case may be. And the kid's mama was there. Now, we talked about this on our show on Tuesdays. Dusty just tapped in and said he wanted to hear your opinion on that.
Well, this was in the United States of America, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the way people are now smoking weed, marijuana, blunts, and all that stuff, it's equivalent to right now drinking Coca-Cola or Pepsi. It's what it is. Our behaviors have changed because the laws have changed, because the actions have changed, because people's personality and people's responsibility, all those things have changed. No one believes because you're on a screen, you're what do you call that? A role model, and it doesn't matter. And ain't nothing wrong with smoking weed. We all smoke weed. We all joke about it. We all done this and we all done that. It's very difficult now to start pointing fingers and saying, "What are you doing?" Because we've seen mothers on sets with their daughters on these fashion things, and the daughter's dropping it out like it's hot, and she's 6 and 7 years old, or even as young as 3 and 4. We're watching this happen in front of our eyes. Everybody and their mama, and their father wants to be a big star. Everybody wants to get paid. Everybody wants to feel like, it doesn't matter. And why are we hiding this? And why are we hiding that? Why are you speaking good English? Why you say the way I talk is bad English? Why don't you like my hair? And I'm walking outside in slippers, white socks, and not a bandana, a do-rag on my head. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And us as a culture and as a people, we just say it's okay. So the more these shows reflect the realness of what people are in their community, you're gonna get that, like Drink Champs. But see, if you get mad at Drink Champs, you get mad at Jimmy Kimmel. But when he first started doing late night shows, he was drinking on the set with Snoop Dogg and George Clooney. I just saw that a few weeks ago. Where's the line drawn? Dean Martin, back in the day when he did his show, they said he used to be drunk on the set, but they were like, no. Dean was drinking iced tea, but other people like Foster Brooks, and I know I'm going way over people's heads, were drunk as a skunk on this show. What can you do about this? You can't break. You go outside now in your community, people smoke weed like it's going out of style, like they used to smoke cigarettes. Weed is the new Newport.
I got something for that though. Hold on, we got one small problem. Hold on. We got one small problem.
Please do.
No matter what, weed is still illegal to be smoked for anyone under 21 years old. Okay? It's still alcohol. It's still illegal for anyone under 21 to consume it. So how is it that this can be done and nobody has an issue with it? Nobody gets arrested. Nobody gets a ticket. Nobody. I know why. I'm sorry, because
we just told you why.
Why?
Social behavior has changed.
Well, no.
Just because they say 21 doesn't mean. Look, I can remember, and this will show my age and yours, when you couldn't go to the local store, bodega or something like that, and buy beer for your uncle or aunt or mom or dad. You have to be of a certain age. You couldn't just buy it. Today, they buy beer like they buy juice.
I don't know about New York, but in California, they still strict as shit on it when it comes to alcohol consumption as far as under 21. Yeah, they call it
I'm talking about purchasing a can of beer.
Purchasing a can of beer, okay, in California, they are still strict on that shit. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's strict now, but it didn't used to be as strict.
Well, no. California, when it comes to alcohol, you're talking to somebody who owns a liquor license, okay? When it comes to alcohol, they ain't never played with that shit, okay? Yeah. They ain't never been lax. They never had no easy situation, no time in period. I've been running nightclubs most of my adult life. All the nightclubs I ran, ABC was hawks on that shit. If you got somebody mess around there under 21 and got caught consuming alcohol, you had a headache. Okay, now what I do believe the difference is because there is no regulatory system, no regulatory agency that monitors marijuana. That's a police job.
That's what
And if nobody don't turn them in and the cop don't see him, and because it's a misdemeanor to a certain degree, if the cops don't see a misdemeanor being committed pretty much with his own eyes, it has nothing to do with nothing. And that's something I was told by a cop, because I had a program that I thought would be great for people to videotape crimes and send them to the police. Let people go back there and arrest them. But
you had a show called "Take Me, Kill Me." Gotcha.
No, I had a show called Snitch, sharing necessary information to community households. When you see all the dumb shit that happens in the community on a daily basis, first of all, you realize the cops can't be everywhere. If the citizens are authorized or have any type of authority to say, I can record or something. I'm like a junior deputy, what you call it, para-deputy, where I can see something. I can't enforce shit.
Yeah.
Hold on. No. Hold on, no. None of that right there. I'm just a para-deputy, okay? And a para-deputy can see something, and because they see it, they can report it digitally to the police, and the police can then go and investigate it. They got a number, and how they get paid. If they catch somebody doing a crime, and once they prosecute them, they get a piece of the damn fine. There's an incentive for them to be out there and doing that shit. The cops don't have time, man. The cops don't have time. They can barely do what they do, be effective in the fucking in the felonies now. But you got people doing all these street takeovers, all this graffiti, and a bunch of these smash and grabs. You ain't got to be no hero. All you gotta do is get the license plate number. All you gotta do is get the best video description you possibly can and forward it to the local police department, and let them do their job. Okay, and call them para-police, para-deputies, para-police, whatever the case may be. They're just like paralegals and paramedics. They're not doctors. They're not lawyers, but they are authorized to deal with a certain realm of this law, and they're a little higher than security guards, because a security guard ain't shit.
Okay.
Security guard ain't shit. Okay. I ain't mad at a security guard. I've hired a bunch of them, but the way the laws have handcuffed security guards, it's ridiculous. These people who I'm talking about, their job is not to interact, not to stop. They just digitally report to the police what's going on. Okay. They get license plate numbers to try and get a description. You ain't got to approach nobody, and your film, your digital files go to the police. Let them do the DMV search for the license plate number of the car. If your car is involved in something and it wasn't reported stolen, you're responsible for what happens in it. Simple as that. Whether it's a smash and grab, or a goddamn street takeover, whatever the case may be, if you have a vehicle and you let somebody use that vehicle and they go out and commit a crime in that vehicle, you're responsible for it, because you know who you gave your keys to. Okay, you know who you gave your keys to.
But if they stole your car.
If your car was not reported stolen in 24 hours prior to this happening, you're still responsible.
Reported stolen. Sounds like you gotta report it. If you gotta report it, if it's not reported,
if it has not been reported stolen at the time that crime was committed, you're responsible. Bottom line. Look, man, we keep giving this. It's like no fault divorce. Okay. Fuck who cheated on who. Y'all get a divorce. He get half. She get half. I don't want to hear that other bullshit. But it was my friend's car. Did you steal your friend's car? Did your friend give you the keys? Yeah, your friend's responsible. Now y'all work it out. Okay. Your friend gave you his car keys. You out there doing donuts. His car gets impounded. Y'all got to work it out in civil court. That ain't my problem. Okay. Your friend will be more responsible. Will be more selective on who they give their keys to from this point on. Y'all work it out. And if it's proven that it is somebody else's car, then a civil court situation where you got to pay him for his car. Simple as that. I mean, we pussyfooting around too much, man. We pussyfooting around. We keep on. Oh well, it was my grandma's car, but my grandson. Okay, fine. You should have gave his ass the goddamn keys. Y'all don't want me to be the judge. You don't should have gave him goddamn keys. Give a fuck who car it is.
Okay,
Steve Harvey
on our panel. hip hop righteousness.
Hey, I don't want to hear it. Okay, I'm sorry you walking on the bus, but you shouldn't have gave the fool the keys. Okay.
Well, let me ask you this then, Lonzo.
Go for it.
Did you hear about this woman who was giving out harsh parental guidance for her kids, who just was arrested and put in jail for malnutrition for her 12-year-old or 10-year-old, and was beating and tying them up. And when the police was called on a religious basis to this woman's house, she would slam the door and wouldn't let them in. And then one of the kids escaped, went to the neighbor's house, called the police, and the police were like, "What?" Then they busted in and got the other kid, and then arrested the mother. But the mother's been all over social media. She's got like 1 million followers on YouTube, and is espousing all this poor parental guidance for raising their kids, and no one did anything.
If your kids is suffering from malnutrition and excessive ass whoopings, you need to be in jail.
Yeah, well, she is now.
Okay, that's the easy one right there. If your kids suffering from malnutrition and obsessive ass whoopings, there's something wrong with the parent. Okay, there's something wrong with the parent. But again, this what I see right now in our society reminds me of Donald Trump and the healthcare situation. I'm gonna give you a much better program. I'm gonna give you a better program than the Affordable Care Act. Our healthcare is gonna be better. So if he had a chance to either cancel the Affordable Care Act, aka Obamacare, and replace it with nothing. This is the same thing that's happened to our kids when it comes to discipline. Oh, you can't spank your kids. You're an animal if you spank your kids. But what are we gonna do in the meantime? I don't know, but you can't spank them. You can't discipline. You can't talk harsh to them. You can't do nothing to them. But meanwhile, they run up and down the streets in packs, stealing shit from everybody, like they have no home training, because they don't. None. They don't have no home training, and they know anybody gonna do nothing to them, and they already raised the limit, so therefore they pretty much give them a.
So do you think, especially in California, that they should change the legislation and laws based on smash and grabs? And should they also not just use security, call them something else, and have them being able to stop those smash and grabs, and in certain shops and retailers be able to do better things to stop that activity, like lock doors. When they go to run out the door, they can lock the door from a counter. And once you're stuck inside, it changes the whole smash and grab. Or do they pull out guns and start shooting at the people inside trying to get out?
See,
how do we go effectively?
If you lock their ass in the building a couple of times, they pull out a gun and start shooting. Shit, dude.
That's what I said. You change the security and you make the security armed security guards.
No,
and you license them with you.
That ain't gonna work.
What you saying ain't gonna work?
Because understand, like I said before, security guard is the most useless motherfucker in a uniform.
And I said to change the name of the security. Change them and make them.
You got the problem. The problem with security guards. The problem with security guards, unlike the police, security guards are insured. Okay, so that's the problem. Security guards were tackling people, and sometimes people put up a resistance. People jump on security guards fight back, and just like when somebody breaks into your house and breaks their leg while he breaks into your house, they can sue you and win. So somebody committing a crime, the security guard's doing his job, but because he whooped his ass in doing his job, now the security company gets sued, and the insurance company got to pay for ass whooping. That's why I said let them go, because the value. The value of the product that they're stealing does not supersede the amount of money they're gonna have to spend for the lawsuit. So it's straight numbers. I asked,
but just so this is what I'm trying to say. We eliminate the security guard position. You hire either off-duty police officers who are licensed off-duty police officers armed as a force, and it's just an expense that the retailer's gonna have to deal with. And then when you go to leave that door and you're busted, and you see him sitting there with a gun, a badge, and he has the power to arrest you and stop you, they can lock the door on you, and they can incarcerate you right there. Should that be the change? Just get rid of the security system and say everybody is going to work here as an armed force to stop. That's all you can do. So every retailer you have to have a licensed armed. I'm gonna call them off-duty police officer, just for a name.
That's a lot of damn money, man.
I thought you were going to say RoboCop, Dre, with all the AI and everything. I thought that's where.
Oh, Bernadette, tell me I'm gonna cut your ass off in a minute.
Gotta get you up the movie screen.
I'm gonna cut your ass off. I'm gonna twist this button. Oh, RoboCop. No, Dre. The problem with that is one, average cop probably average cop gets about $65-$70 an hour. Okay, to have a cop sit in your store probably cost you damn near $500 a day. And you
see, stop using the name cop. Let's just say
off-duty cop.
Oh God.
For lack of a better term.
Okay.
For lack of a better term.
Okay. So somebody still got to insure his ass.
So you pay him for it. They're gonna put the raising price in the product. They're gonna raise the prices on the product.
This shit happens mostly in the hood. So therefore, it's already overpriced as it is. So you're gonna charge more money in the hood. So you're gonna make motherfuckers come in there with a goddamn tank and just steal everything. Tear the front door down to go grocery shopping.
Nobody in the hood is rushing the Rolex store because the Rolex store isn't in the hood.
But nobody in the hood. Wait. They walking out a 99-cent store with tons of shit. They do the same thing at a general discount. They're doing the same thing at Vons. They're doing it all over the community, man. It's not just a Rolex store. Rolex store is the one that you see the most of. It happens just as much in the community in these small ass stores.
Okay.
Ain't nobody.
What is your solution or proposed idea? That was mine. Proposed idea.
My idea is similar to yours. I would say they can find a way to lock the door and put some kind of spray on a motherfucker that you can be identified at some point in time. You walk past this door, you're gonna get this shit on you. This spray, whether it be tear gas, some stink gas, some blue. It's like they do with the bank. The bank, when you pull that dye pack out, your ass turn into a big ass Smurf. You easy to spot. That ink does not come off. Okay, that's some hard to get off your ass shit. Something to that effect. Okay. So
how many times have you tried to get it off?
No. I know somebody tried to. I don't know. No. True story. A buddy of mine, I hadn't seen him in a while, came to the club. Hey, man, I hit this lick. I need about $80. For what, man? I got this money, but it got this dye on it. Nigga, I can't fuck with you with no money with no dye on it. Yeah, no shit. I need to buy this special acetone to get the dye off, and I'll pay you. No. Keep the $20. I'm gonna give you $20. Get off my goddamn steps. I'm not fucking with that shit. Okay, some shit I'm not gonna do. That's one of them. Okay, I'm not gonna assist you in robbing no damn bank. I'm not doing it.
Some dirty inky.
And you got and you bringing me the ink money? Oh, Negro, please. Why you didn't call me when you had the shit you had the clean money? Oh, hell no. So yeah, Doc, it's a few ways. Somebody's gonna come up with a way to do this shit, and then you got then you got the you're gonna have to be concerned with the legal ramifications because every lawyer in town is looking for a way to get a quick buck. And it could be, if you lock them in the store, it could be, they might come up with some bullshit like unlawful detainer, okay, or unlawful imprisonment, where sometimes your girlfriend can get you on that. If you block the door where she can't get out, that could be considered unlawful detainer, unlawful imprisonment. Okay,
but if you walk in the store, there's huge signs that say, if you do this, we have a right to detain you. As long as you make it very clear, because it's like when you cross that door, you are now putting yourself in a position that if you rob and steal us, we can detain you and take you away. That's what I said. You have to create a separate force.
I hear what you're saying. ACLU gonna have a field. ACLU in a lot of ways do a lot of good work. But a lot of times they do some backwards ass shit to make people like, huh? You telling me that some bitch breaking into my house, coming through my roof, and I'm not home, falls and breaks his leg, and I get sued? Now, what they need to do is maybe change the law, and if your ass is hurt during the commission of a crime, now you can't sue. You follow what I'm saying? If you get hurt in the commission of a crime, you can't sue. Now, but on one side of the fence, if somebody is committing a crime and you shooting at somebody, even if the cop shooting at you and miss and hit somebody, your ass get charged with the murder. If you are committing a crime and the police are shoot at you and miss and hit somebody else, your ass get charged with their murder. Okay? But
yeah, because they're shooting at you because of what you did. So the cop would have never shot that other person.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So because of that, if they would reverse that, if you are committing a crime and you get hurt while committing a crime, you're trying to run out the store with some illegal shit, and you run out in front of a car, that ain't my problem. Okay, if I'm chasing you, that's because technically, in some ways, if a security guard chases somebody, they run out in the street and get hit by a car, they can come back at your ass. That's how fucked up shit is right now. They running from stealing from you, get hit by a car, and they'll find a way to come through your ass. But no bullshit, okay? But if they change that shit in the commission of, if you proven to be committing a crime and your ass get hurt doing it and get hurt some way, form, or fashion, you lose all your rights to sue. Okay, I'm sorry. You just got just like this dude on Instagram, big fat dude, big fat fucker, walks into a jewelry store and he maced everybody, and then tried to run out with some jewelry. Well, some bitches was blind. They got hold of his ass. They would let him go. Then the other dude came out. I guess he didn't get maced. They beat him with a stick like he was a Mississippi mule. Bernadette know about that one. They whooped his ass with a stick. Homeboy, they tried to lock the door on his big ass, but he got a leg through that door. That nigga slipped out that door like an octopus, okay? And when he left his big ass left that damn store, he left with welt on his ass and no shirt. They stripped his ass, they beat his ass out of his shirt. He just jiggled down the damn street. He just waddled down the street, big old man titties and shit. But I don't know why some bitch that damn big would try some stupid shit like that. It was 4 or 5 Koreans on his ass. 4 or 5 people on his ass. It whooped his ass too. Same thing happened to a cat tried to steal from Iranians. They whooped his. They wouldn't let him go. They whooped his back, his ass, and his legs till he couldn't do nothing but just sit there and just take an ass whooping. Until that happens, more like that happens. I mean, people are going doing this shit. These kids, these are kids, man. That like my boy said, we're looking at grandkids of potential crackheads. Okay, crack had a fucked up ass impact on the community. So you got crackheads, crack babies who are having kids now. So you don't know what kind of fucked up chemical imbalance they may be suffering from, man. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that all of them crackheads or crack grandbabies, but them motherfuckers they had pipes instead of bottles in their hand.
So let's do a recap because you do a lot of stuff on the tape. I'm gonna try to summarize it simply. So A, we need to change legislation on if you committing a crime and you injure yourself, that's on you.
Right.
If you're committing a crime and we get a new special force of security, I'm only using that as a word, not as the name of it. We need them armed, licensed, and they don't get paid what a cop gets paid, but they have the ability to stop you and lock the door. And stores should have to put up signage saying, if you are caught shoplifting, we
have the right to beat your ass. We will have the right to beat your ass.
Get inked.
Mercilessly.
Okay.
Mercilessly.
It can't be too long to be like get inked.
If you come in here stealing, we reserve the right to whoop your ass till the police get
there
in.
You go. So that's the summary on what we're thinking about, because the legislation has to be big, not only in Los Angeles, but in other cities around the country. Just like the big news in New York right now is the migrant overflow in New York City, where the Mayor Adams has said this cannot go on because New York City will die. We're overextended, beyond overextended. We've received over 100,000 migrants from the border, from all over the place, and we don't know who these people are. and all of them are claiming asylum with their kids, their women, and they can't get jobs for I think it's 6 months or something like that, so they can be vetted. But where are these people staying? But they won't let them in their neighborhoods in New York and the 5 boroughs because it's overextended. And I know in California you got the same issue because folks coming in through Mexico and being a part. What do you think we should do? I'll lay it on the table to everybody. What do you think should happen? Some people are blaming the federal government, which most people don't realize. The federal government can't do anything unless it's an immigration law change, and that goes through Congress. So if Congress isn't doing anything, the governor of Texas and Florida is saying, oh, President Biden's not doing anything. He can only do but so much till Congress passes legislation, period. So I lay it to you guys. What do you think should be done? I say ship everybody to Mississippi.
We ship them from here. They already here.
Dead brown folks in Mississippi. They
Dre knows very well they here when they did the ICE thing. You remember ICE?
Check this out. Hold on, Bernadette. One of the reasons why people come here is for asylum from either the drug cartels or looking for jobs. We do all this business with China, which is God knows how far away. Why don't we invest in Guatemala or some parts of Mexico? Create some jobs down there.
No, we were. Trump ended that.
Okay, what I'm saying is, let me finish.
But people want Trump back.
Okay, no.
So let
me finish. Okay, work with the Mexican government and get rid of some of these damn drug cartels. Okay, and that's one of your biggest problems. Drug cartels spend a shitload of money fucking with the government so they can send cocaine and fentanyl over here.
Who's gonna do that? Don't they have a lot of crooked? They got crooked cops, crooked politicians.
They still got a few people over there fighting against the cartels, but it's a losing battle because the cartels got so damn much money.
Right.
Okay. It's catching hell over there. So you sending all this money over to my boy over in Ukraine. Send some real money over to Mexico. Help them be more economically solvent, and people won't want to come over here. Same thing with Guatemala. Same thing with Haiti. They so busy hating on Haiti because Haiti stood up to the French. They don't want. You'd rather ship shit from China than you got another country who could use the money 100 miles off of shore. You can have that shit in a couple of days as opposed to 4 or 5 weeks and boost the economy because they brown people. That don't work for us. That's bullshit. Same thing with Mexico.
What you're saying is absolutely correct. But once again, who you vote for and put in Congress is making those harsher decisions. Trump ended that thing with Mexico. Remember when there was a big issue with him and the president of Mexico because of what he said, then what he did, and then he said, no, we're not going to let you do that. We're going to step out of it. We don't care. And then he did it for all the South American nations also. So those people are bleeding, and when you turn your back on them like that, remember, China just moved into Cuba so that they could do surveillance on us.
I get
yes,
it.
Yes, they did.
I'm not debating that issue. I'm just saying that
what you're saying is exactly the problem. But when you don't vote to get things done in a certain way anymore, and you remove that, what do you think Iran-Contra was about? Who was selling arms to one to give money back to the other side.
And they sacrificed the whole black community to finance the other side.
Yeah.
That's how we got the crack epidemic.
They're never going to go anywhere because, like you said, they're already self-sufficiently financed. They're not even worried about weed no more. They're just bringing fentanyl in and don't care. You can get that in without a problem.
That's something I don't understand. I wonder about that shit, man. Why do you sell your people a drug that can kill them so fast? But then you think about
because it's about money.
Wait.
You just said it.
Wait. When you think about some of the conversations some of these folks I'm hearing about with all this population control, and one of the major drugs of import is a drug that can a granule of that shit, or inhaling that shit kills you instantly. So you got a drug cartel with a one-way product that kills his clientele. That don't make no sense unless you're part of the
that fentanyl, you can addict them. And the thing is, you can bring that in. It can look like Skittles.
More people I know have died than addicted. Okay,
right. But they don't. But the next set of addicted addicts come from that.
Dude,
that's the problem, and it's not expensive. So now you can actually put the candy in the hands of the kids, and when they die, you go, "Oh, well, that's your problem. Nobody told you to do that." Remember, Prince didn't die because he bought the wrong thing. He died looking for something to heal his pain.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what happened.
So
some of our greatest artists are dying because we don't understand their pain.
My boy.
Same thing with athletes. Same thing with certain athletes. College, pro, you name it.
Yeah.
Everything in America is addicted to a pill and pain. I gotta get rid of this pain, so I take a pill.
Well, that's the next thing you have when it comes to discipline our kids, as opposed to disciplining our kids. They give them a prescription.
Remember when we were growing up, Alonzo, and I ain't always going back saying, remember when we were growing up, if you hurt yourself, you used to go sit on the side, get a bag of ice, and put it on your knee, put it on this, get a Band-Aid, get some Mercurochrome, not even Neosporin back in the day, put that on and put a Band-Aid, and you would just wait a few minutes and then go back out and do what you're doing. We don't do that no more. You got to heal and silence the pain. That's what professional athletes keep saying. Why are you having me not smoke weed, but you'll give me harder drugs to play football, basketball, baseball, you name it.
Right.
That's insane. Oh, no, you can't smoke weed.
But it's profitable.
But let me give you this harder drug.
It's profitable. Fucking insane. It's profitable. I'm
yes,
getting paid.
Is.
And that's the part.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's why you got Freeze Frame and other people like that in office, because they let the people do that shit to us. Freeze Frame ain't gonna change it. Freeze Frame ain't gonna change the damn thing. He gonna roll with the status quo. He got enough people behind him. He has enough influence over them to make sure that whatever they want to get done, they're gonna get it done.
And that's why the pharmaceutical business in the United States is out of control. We pay the highest for pharmaceuticals than any other country on the planet. We have the worst healthcare system on the planet, because all we do is charge to feel and get better, which that's not what medicine was about in the United States when it began. It had nothing to do with taking a pill, a powder, or this or that and the other. They actually used herbs, and they used certain things based on the Native Americans and other ethnic communities that dealt with your pain or dealt with healing you.
Same reason why the French ran their asses out of Haiti, because Haiti was in touch with the earth and the spirits, and they put that voodoo on their ass and had motherfuckers choking and dying and all kind of shit. And I ain't fucking with y'all. Y'all give me a check. I'm getting out of here. Y'all got to buy y'all freedom, and that's real shit. I mean, I'm not sitting here talking about this. It's some historical shit that I didn't make this up. That when the Haitians got tired of being pimped by the French, they called on AWA, and AWA answered their prayers, and people was dropping dead. People couldn't talk. They was choking. They was dying. They was doing all kinds of shit, and it scared the shit out of the French. They left them alone. They left them with a big.
Remember, the leader that started the Haitian Revolution actually trained under the French military.
Yeah.
Turned around and came back and said, "This is crazy. Why are we letting you do this? And this is our land."
Right. All right, folks.
And
that being said, go ahead. You can finish up. That being said, folks, it's time to go. Bernadette, say goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye, baby.
All right, Dr. See you next week, God willing. Dr. Dre.
Yes, sir.
Time to go, baby.
Oh, I hope I answered your question, Dusty. See you next week.
All right, folks. This is Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop, president of the Compton Entertainment Chamber of Commerce, and one of the main players that got Easy Street for you here in Compton, folks. Much love to the city council and the mayor for making it happen, folks. Stay tuned for the big party. Now, check this out, folks. If you have not done so, download the Compton Entertainment Chamber apps, as in two, the Compton Entertainment Channel, Compton Entertainment Chamber. If you have not done so yet, We'll let you know, even if you're not watching the show, when the big party is going down through the app. And also, you can watch it live through the channel. We're on Roku, Fire Stick, all the other things. You see the crawl at the top of the screen there, Roku, Apple TV, Fire Stick, and more. So, folks, in the meantime, I will see you Tuesday with my man Dusty. Have a great weekend. Dre, we out.
We're done. Bye.